Right, I'm going to let you into a secret. Almost every design question you're going to come across in the exam can be answered by understanding a single word. And that word is atmosphere. She obviously doesn't like the atmosphere in here. She's gone. When you see questions like describe the atmosphere in this extract, explain how any one line shows the atmosphere, or even some of those bigger questions where you're being asked as a designer to explain your ideas for lighting, sound, set props, whatever it might be, they're all really asking you the same thing. How does the scene feel?
What's wrong? Just feeling a little bit down. How about a balloon to lift your spirits? Well, how you feel now? How about now? How does this one make you feel? And now? You didn't pay for those!
Can you recognize the feeling of a scene when it changes? And more importantly, can you explain how that feeling could be shown through the design elements? And that's why spotting atmosphere and knowing how to talk about it is such a big deal. So in this video, I'm going to walk you through what atmosphere actually means, how to spot it in the extracts that you've been given, and why it's one of the best ways to structure those longer 15-mark questions no matter what the design element is that you're asked about. 1, 2, 3. 3 points. And then later on in this video, we're going to have a little look at a scene from Refugee Boy. Like I've said in previous videos, it really doesn't matter whether you're studying this play or not. All the questions in the exam and everything that you're going to learn in this video is going to be relevant to the set text you're studying. So with that in mind, what is atmosphere? The best way to think about this is like the overall feeling or mood within a scene. It's how the audience are meant to feel when they're watching a specific moment. So the best way to start thinking about atmosphere is to think about emotions. Is the scene joyful? Is it happy? Sad? Is it a romantic setting? Maybe it's a loved one supporting another. Is it celebratory? Are they having a party, or is it more somber? Is it a funeral? Whatever the context is of the scene, that should give you a bit of an understanding as to how the characters are feeling, and therefore we know how the audience should be feeling as well. In other words, how does the scene feel? Now, this is really important because once you know how the scene feels, you're in a really strong position to then build on some of your other design ideas for lighting, sound, set, props, even elements of costume. In other words, everything can contribute towards atmosphere. But for now, we know what atmosphere means, but how can we actually spot it in the extract that you're given for the exam? There are a number of things that you should pay attention to when you're reading that extract through. Location, time of day, dialogue, pacing, and the stage directions. There might be more, and if there are, please drop them into the comments below so everyone can benefit from your knowledge. But these are the 5 things that I really want you to pay attention to. Location and time of day. Is it by a busy roadside? A family dinner table, a vibrant French marketplace. Little insight into my recent trip to France there. An eerie woodland, an illegal rave at night. Whatever it is, the location and time of day is your first clue, because that's going to tell you a lot about the surrounding areas, about the temperature, if it's in day or night. It might be serious, peaceful, busy, lively, ominous. There's a whole host of information in there, and all of that contributes to atmosphere. So without reading a single word of dialogue, recognizing the location and the time of day, it's going to give you your first set of clues for the surrounding atmosphere in the scene. Now, sometimes you're going to be given the location in the stage directions. In the scene we're going to look at later on for Refugee Boy, it quite literally says on the verge at a bus stop. It's likely to be a dry day because they're sat on a verge. We're not told that they've got umbrellas or anything, and it's probably after school or before school. But what happens if you don't have that information or you're not sure? Well, the next set of clues to look out for are the amount of characters, the dialogue, and the pacing in the scene. Remember, we're trying to identify how a scene feels. Well, what the characters say to each other and the way that they say it should give us a bit of a clue into their relationships and how they feel about each other. What's the tone of their language? Is the dialogue fast-paced or slow? Are they comfortable with each other? Are they argumentative? Are there any kind of awkward silences? Maybe there's a sense of nostalgia in the conversation about their childhood or their home country or a poignant memory from the past. Whatever the dialogue is, everything in that conversation is a potential window into the mood or the feeling of that scene. Often when you've got a lot of characters, the pace can feel quite quick. There might be a lot of people interjecting with each other compared to maybe 1, 2, 3 characters who are just having a kind of a calmer conversation. So, read it carefully. And here's a really good tip for you. As you're reading that extract through for the first time, take a pen and just mark where the atmosphere changes. Whenever you feel there's a change in mood or a change in circumstance, just write down your instincts as you're reading it through. Because no matter what the question type is at the end of that exam, changes in atmosphere are a bit like your best friend. When the mood changes, you've unlocked a whole new area that you can write about. So now we know what we're talking about, let's take a scene from Refugee Boy and let's take a short mark question to begin with. Describe the atmosphere in this scene. 3 marks. Let's just have a really quick glance at this together. Scene 4, it's on page 41, right at the beginning of the scene. It says, Mustafa and Alem are on the verge by the bus stop. Mustafa loves cars. We know they're by a bus stop, so it's kind of going to be a busy road. They're on the verge. I'd anticipate this is kind of afternoon. I've got a bit of an idea of the surrounding sounds. Volvo, vroom, Astra. It's like loads of people from all over the world in the home, you know. Why? Some for trials, some for family reasons. Oh, BMW Series 3! Just be careful. Do your chores, keep your head down, and everything will be alright. Peugeot! Dad's a mechanic. Could listen to the sound of a car, tell you what make it was, year it was built. What? Ford Fiesta 2.1 Turbo! Pfft. Boiling at school today. Boiling. Did you see Ruth in 3B? We've actually got a clue to the time of day. Because in the end there, Mustafa says, boiling at school today. So we know this is at the end of the school day, which means it's kind of late afternoon, so 3, 4 o'clock. We get an idea of where the sun is. Mustafa is really, really excited about cars. There's nothing threatening between these two in this scene. It's quite calm. So for that question, describe the atmosphere in this scene. 3 marks. Aim for 3 moments. Ideally, we're going to be looking for 3 changes. Now, later on in this extract, this atmosphere is then broken because it says, enter Sweeney. Now, for context, we know in the past that Sweeney's a bit of a bully. Yeah, he starts with a joke. Musty, Mustafa, fa. Now, I had to bleep that out just because it's a YouTube video, but Mustafa swears back at him. Now there's a shift in dynamics. Mustafa and Sweeney seem to be getting on more than Mustafa and Alem. And as this dynamic continues, Alem says, and most of all, we are separated from our families. Sweeney? Family? Who needs a family? You know what family does? Family messes you up. Family tells you have to be home early. Family takes you to church on a Sunday and then acts like sinners for the rest of the week. Family lies. That's what family does. And Alem says, my family don't act like sinners. My father's a good man and so is my mother. Whoa, says Sweeney. Whoa, you calling my family sinners? You talking bad about my family? Suddenly, the atmosphere has gone from peaceful and calm and exciting to actually something that's a bit more threatening, because Sweeney is now threatened by Alem, and it's all a misunderstanding because there's a language barrier here. But nonetheless, the atmosphere halfway through the extract has shifted. It becomes more tense because there's a social power at play here. Sweeney is trying to assert himself as the dominant character in this scene. And then Mustafa comes in. He is trying to back up Alem. Says, Sweeney, you know he wasn't. You know he didn't mean it. And then Sweeney has this bit of a rant. Whoa, shut up, Mustafa. Keep it shut. You're in a home, Ali. You're in a home because you're a useless piece of shit. His language starts getting quite threatening. Sweeney says, you are a refugee boy. What are you? Now you say it. Sweeney then grabs Alem. He grabs him tighter Those stage directions there dictate how tense this is getting. Didn't hear you. Must him. Tell him to say it. I can't hear him. The pace of the dialogue has quickened here as well because it's getting more fraught. And then it says in the stage directions, after Alem does what Sweeney wants, it says that Sweeney punches Alem and holds him on the floor and pulls out a knife. Suddenly, we've now gone from what is quite a threatening environment to a very violent one. In that extract, you can see quite clearly the mood changes, the feeling of that scene changes quite rapidly actually as the scene progresses. So there are your three changes in the atmosphere. We start off really calm and peaceful. They're sat on a verge. Mustafa's really happy. He's talking about cars and he's teaching Alem more about the language. But then when Sweeney enters in the middle of that extract, the atmosphere becomes more tense because Sweeney's trying to assert his dominance and assert his power socially within this little group. And then when there's a bit of a miscommunication, Sweeney takes it the wrong way and he picks a fight with Alem, picking on the weakest person. We know he's a bully, but he's using his power to make Alem feel weak. So you could write something like this. At the start of the extract, the atmosphere is calm as Mustafa and Alem are talking about cars. However, this shifts to more of a tense atmosphere as Sweeney enters and tries to make himself more dominant, before turning the atmosphere violent towards the end of the extract when he attacks Alem. Now I know that's only worth 3 marks, but if you can get yourself into the habit of thinking in that way about atmosphere changes or changes in mood or changes of feeling, then you're in a really strong position, like I've said before, to build out your lighting and sound ideas. In the next video, I'm going to just share with you a few top band answers so that you can see how atmosphere can be used to structure your larger design responses. So make sure you subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you found this video helpful, and I will see you in the next one. Speaking of design, these little things up here, these are my daughter's designs for spring. What can I say? She's a stage designer in the making. If I missed anything, let's get the cat.